My name's Simon Bainbridge and I've been coming to the Derby County Community Trust Team Talk for almost 2 years now. Yeah, I was diagnosed with a pituitary tumour in 2012 and then I had a second tumour in 2014 which caused a lot of issues and a lot of damage to my brain. So it changed my life, so I had to give up work at the time. I couldn't work anymore and it had a huge impact on my mental health. Then I was diagnosed with a third tumour in 2018, which was inoperable. So I had radiotherapy to shrink that because they couldn't do anything else with it. I realised that I was really low, kind of at my lowest point, and I needed some help. And I think one of the things before is you always try and, I hate the phrase, but you try and man up and you try and get on with things yourself. So trying to find a way to help myself was something that I felt as though I needed to do. So it was a simple look on the internet and I found an article relating to Team Talk. So I read the article, I emailed Luke, who got back to me straight away, and that was my introduction. I was invited to the first week, and the first week I turned up, there was a barbecue. So that again was really, the anxiety levels were huge, and I remember pulling up and I sat in the car for about 20 minutes, pretending to be busy with things in the car so that I didn't have to get out and introduce myself to strange people. But I did eventually get out of the car. Everybody made me feel welcome, and I've not looked back since.
From the first time, sat in the car park, I bet you thought, having a barbecue, what have I drove into, what is this? And then seeing his journey, listening to him at the start, won't go into great detail, but something wasn't clicking. Something did, he met new friends, he could trust us, started being a really big voice within the group. And then as the years have gone on, 'cause he's been with us 2 years now, he's kind of one of the bricks, if I call it, and it's kind of, he's helped it build even further. It sounds dead cliche, but now people go to Simon for advice. He always asks me, can I do it? Yeah, of course you can. Talk to him, as long as you don't feel that it's pushing boundaries. Tell him your story if that's what you feel comfortable. So to see from where he drove in the first day to where he's now talking today, incredible.
It sounds a bit cheesy, but it has been a life-changing experience. So I've now got something to focus on. So again, it's really a supportive group. So I've made really good friends with some of the people in the group. If you're having a bad day, there's always someone there to talk to. A lot of these people can empathise with what you're going through. Some of them have got similar stories, and there's always the support there. You know, if they're having a bad day, you can support them and vice versa.
We didn't do it before COVID. I think COVID completely changed our way of thinking. We kind of did a handful of walks when it was nice weather. But going back, that was the only option we had. We didn't want to keep going on Zoom. It's been great, but we wanted to see the lads face to face. So they turn up, we have a walk, we have a chat about anything. Si brings Gus. If you're in Si's group, you have a right laugh because Gus stops every 3 yards and you're thinking, are we ever going to get home tonight? It doesn't have to be about mental health. It can literally be about anything. I think that's the beauty of it as well. It's not going, how are you today? It's going, what have you been up to?
Yeah, the walk and talk's been, again, it's been difficult with COVID, but again, the trust, we've kept in touch via Zoom calls, we've had quizzes, there's a WhatsApp group, so we've been able to. And now that lockdown restrictions are easing a bit, then the walk and talk, yeah, it's just a great way to get some exercise, have a chat, catch up with everybody and find out what everyone's up to. It is difficult, that first step and that initial putting yourself out there, strange people, you're almost showing your weaker side because you're not feeling great and you're asking for help. But all I would say is that Team Talk is great. The guys there, once you go there, you're part of that group and they're there for you. So it's really supportive and they'll be able to offer help, and it will almost certainly be a positive experience.
Interesting. It's been an interesting 2 years for Simon personally to find out who he wants to be as a person. I think that's the main thing there. He's dug deep and had to dig really deep, and everybody has to dig deep, and now he's at a position where he knows what he wants to achieve in life. He's had setbacks, he's had to learn from those mistakes, and I think Team Talks helped him along the way. So anybody out there who's still searching for their purpose, what they want to do, I think we're the ones to kind of give you that guidance. And if we're not, like I keep saying, we'll signpost us somewhere else, and that's the beauty. We weren't the first, we won't be the last, but the minute we're here, we're now, and we want to try and help.